Guys, about to start my pork butt cook. It is 9:24 at night. I'm gonna hit this thing at about probably 210, and I'm gonna hit it for probably about 9 hours or so. I'm gonna try to wake up at 6 a.m. I'll probably stay up till midnight just to see how the fire's going and make sure everything's okay. But I just got the fire going. It's kicking in. It's a cold day. It is in the low 30s, and right now she's reading 61 degrees. So it's, like I said, just lit right now. So probably give her a good half hour or so. She should be up to 200 by then. And we're gonna do that first pork butt ever on the OCGF using the ChefsTemp system. All right, so it is 11:22 and I just put the pork butt on. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours. It did not take that long for it to get up to temp. My idea was I'd run it up to about 300 and then back it off till I get to about 215. Well, as it got to about 250-ish, maybe 260, I said, you know, I don't need to run it all the way up to 300. So I stopped it there, dialed it back, and it took an hour and a half to drop from about 255 down to 215. So wow, you know, nothing was pushing the fire or nothing, and it just, like I said, it took an hour and a half just for it to drop, 30 degrees essentially. So I just put the butt on now it's trying to climb back up to 215. It's about to get there. So like I said, it's about 11:30 at night, and we're gonna let this thing go overnight. I'm gonna check it in about 6 hours, maybe 8. I've got a wired probe in it. Again, I want to get the wireless ChefsTemp probes. That's my next purchase. Waiting on my next paycheck to do that. And then I will be totally wireless on this system, which would be awesome. But I got an alarm set on this thing. When it hits 165, I'll come check it and just kind of see what the bark development's like. If I like it, I may pan it and butter it and all that good stuff. Again, it's a pork butt. But if the bark's not good, I'll let it go longer, So anyhow, the system's doing a great job. Again, I'm just kind of blown away by this combination, and I can't wait until I don't see this crap anymore. All I see is a gauge and the fan. That would be incredible. Anyhow, man, I'm gonna let it chill. I'm gonna sit up a little bit and watch a little bit of TV for maybe an hour, just to keep an eye on this, and then I'm gonna hit the sack and get up about 6 o'clock in the morning and check it. All right, guys, 7:21 in the morning. Let this thing go about an hour longer than I was planning to, but that's okay. Right now, the internal temperature of the meat is at 156. I've had this thing set at 215 all night long. It is a very cold morning, but yeah, this thing is held pretty good. I just opened up the chute and dumped some coal in there to fill her back up. It only gone down maybe a third, or at most a half, but I don't even think it was that far. So that kind of tells you the idea of the kind of coal we used up for about 8 hours. So, but we're sitting there right there. It caught back up to 215, and I have not taken a look at this. So this is my first look along with yours, and here it is. Oh yeah, it's looking good. So I'm about to crank this heat up a little bit. I'm gonna let this bark set some on it. It's set decent, but I don't like the color of it yet. So we're gonna let that crank that heat up and let it go for a while, and see how she is. I'll check back with you guys when I'm liking the bark color better. Now, so this ChefsTemp system is incredible. I walked inside, I set the temp to 275. It was at 215, and made myself a taco. Took about 10 minutes, and I turned around and this thing's already cruising at 275. I was like, wow. You know, just having the ability to set it, you know, at whatever you want, and walk away from it and know that it's going to be there in a matter of minutes. You know, I'm a guy that loves to mess with fire, so I'm going to keep checking. But you know, if I have something I got to take care of, you know, I can trust this thing to get it to the temperature I need it at and keep it there. And that's the whole point. You know, there's no experimentation here. You know, you just turn it on and it does the job for you. Again, if you're a busy guy like me, it's kind of nice. Once I retire, I may go back to the stick burner more, just because I love tending a fire. But right now, my busy lifestyle, man, I need this. You know, I'm a football track coach in the state of Texas, so we are busy people. So having something like this where I can just set it and let's go, I mean, it's important. You know, I wouldn't get any sleep otherwise. I don't get much sleep throughout the week anyway. So man, I can't say enough good things about the Old Country gravity feed and the ChefsTemp system. Man, this is it's absolutely amazing. All right, guys, butt's about to come off and go in the pan, and baby backs are going on. See you in a bit. All right, pork butt is now wrapped up with butter, some ACV, and some other liquids in it. Got the baby backs on. So now, pretty easy now. We just wait till it hit temp, and now we monitor those ribs. So, got the door open, now it's climbing back up to 275, and it'll be there in a little bit. So let's check it out and see. Oh yeah, pulled right out like nothing. All right, so she's done. I'm gonna take her on in and let her cool some, and then put it on a long hold and see how much moisture we can suck back into this thing before we shred it. All right, so the butt is off and resting on the counter now. It is down to, let's see, about 182 degrees. Yep, 182 degrees right now. So we're just kind of letting it cool down a little bit more before I turn this warming tray on. The ribs are also done now. They're at about 185 right now, cooling down. Once they both hit about 170, I'm gonna turn these trays on and cover up with towels. And man, I held for like 9 hours the other day. I set them both to 140, and they both held just over 150 that entire time for 9 hours. They were dropping slowly, but boy, once it hit close to 150, it just barely moved. So these two things do a great job keeping food, you know, warmed, you know, and holding. And the cleanup is nothing. They're just made of rubber. So anyway, I find it's a lot easier than using a cooler. So anyway, when I get to slicing, I'll shoot another video.